James Smith. I'm the product support manager with Hardi North America. We're here today at Farm Progress Show in Decatur, Illinois, introducing our new Navigator I. It's a bit of a change to the normal Navigator that we've had, our Navigator Classic, for many years. It's got what we call the I features, or intelligent features. So there's a lot more technology kind of packed into the sprayer. Some of it was previously available on our Alpha self-propelled, and we're pretty excited to bring it to the trailer line here in North America. Some of those features, we have auto wash, so by the push of a button from the cab you can do a 4-stage wash. So you can wash out either your booms or the entire sprayer, and a couple different options in between. You know, if you need to stop for lunch, you can just wash out the boom. If it's more, overnight, you can go to the next stage, and then obviously if you're switching from chemical to chemical, then you can go ahead and do it like a deep cleansing wash. Another one is auto fill, so you can type in the amount of fluid that you want to fill the sprayer. Say 500 gallons, for example. You just hit a button and it pulls in the 500 gallons and it turns off when it's done. There's also some sensors built in to keep you from overflowing the tank if you try to put 500 in and you don't have the capacity for it. So that's just a few of the I features. Another one is the IntelliTrack steering that we now offer in the US. It was previously, we had a steering version only available on our Commander, our higher model line. Now on our mid-range product, we now offer a steering package, which is nice because it allows the tractor in the front of the sprayer to kind of exit the row in row crop spraying, and it keeps the boom perpendicular to the row, so you don't have, as you're making a left turn, the left boom's not going backwards, the right boom's going forward very quickly, so you got irregular spray patterns on the edge. This kind of takes care of it because it keeps the boom directly perpendicular with the row. The other big feature on this one is what we call prime flow. It's a circulation style boom, so you don't have the sedimentation that you normally would inside the nozzle tubes. It pressurizes from both sides when you're spraying, then it opens up one side as a relief to keep flushing out the boom when you're not spraying. The other feature on this one, it has automatic nozzle control, so when you're using auto section control through one of our HC 9600 displays or 8600 displays, it'll control individual nozzles in automatic control. So on this 90-foot boom, for example, it would run as if it was a 54-section boom, turning off one nozzle at a time. And that's the first time we've had that feature in the US, so we're awful excited to have that too.
It's a lot of features from mid-range.
It is. It really is. Yeah. It's creeping up into our Commander territory. That's for sure.
Yeah. Are you still able to keep the price point down with all these features?
Well, I mean, the price point obviously does go up with those features. We do still offer the Navigator Classic. If some of those features aren't appealing to you, we still have our standard, what we call Navigator. But this would be, the next step up in the Navigator line.
What does this retail here for in the U.S.?
Retail as it lists here is about $120.
Okay.
But this is completely loaded with absolutely every option you can imagine. So,
can you drop down some nitrogen with this? Can you put the Y drop for nitrogen?
Yeah, you can. We don't do it from factory, but we have had customers with our Navigators, for example, Navigator Classics, that will do that. Yeah. It does add our new electronics package, what we call our SmartCom. It comes with some pretty powerful service tools for the dealers to utilize. They can actually plug into the sprayer and help kind of predict when things are going wrong. So if a sensor is pulling more voltage or more current, for example, than it's spec'd out to, it can kind of give us an indication that we might have a sensor failing. The nice thing about that is it can tell us before it leads to like a down situation in the field. It also does have our relatively new, we released 2-3 years ago, our dynamic fluid regulation system. It's one of the fastest on the market. It's one of the most accurate. It's almost scary how fast it can get to rate.